Hey there, my little game dev enthusiasts! Today is part 7 about how I'm making a real-time strategy game in Unity. If you haven't seen the previous video, here's a quick recap. It's an RTS in the spirit of classic strategy games. It's kind of a mix between Stick War Legacy and Age of Mythology, called World of Stickman. I haven't posted a video about it in a while, but that doesn't mean work on the game has stopped. The main thing we've done is add new maps that are different from the previous ones, for which we bought several environment asset packs. They're all in the same graphic style and from the same creator. We also got an asset pack with a bunch of animal models, which fit perfectly, and some assets with themed music. So, we ended up with the following battle levels: a battlefield where we made it possible to have up to 8 players at once, since players who tried our demo had asked for this multiple times. And to make this possible, we increased the size of this map and the following maps as well. Desert, another desert map, drier, African themed, with zebras, crocodiles, and giraffes. We added an eastern map with bamboo, cherry blossoms, and pandas. King of the Hill, where one of the players is placed on a raised area in the center of the map, and the others are positioned around them. We added a jungle map. The Nile, another desert map with a river. The vast and beautiful savanna, a sprawling natural grassland ecosystem characterized by its wide open spaces and scattered trees. Valley. And another winter map with penguins and polar bears. We haven't named it yet. In nature, you actually never see polar bears and penguins living side by side. We added the option to play as the Aztecs, set up their units and buildings. I had to get back into Blender and whip up a couple of these statues for the Aztecs, which in the game will generate faith when built. And you'll also be able to play as the Chinese, for whom a special map was created. West, with pandas and bamboo. I also worked on the storyline. In the end, I decided that the campaign will have 30 missions, 10 for each race. If we release the game in early access, I think that should be enough. The story is basically ready. All that's left is to make these 30 maps. Seaports and ships have been set up. Now you can travel by water and move from island to island. But there are still some minor bugs with this, and it needs further improvements. I've added 5 different main menu scenes, which will be shown randomly when you start the game or return to the main menu. I also used a neural network to write a script that levels the ground under buildings and changes the ground texture. I think it looks more interesting this way. I also added a script that randomly changes the model of the trees, their size, and rotation. It's a simple thing, but it really makes creating new locations easier and makes them more diverse. I added the same kind of script for the houses as well. After all, I originally made 3 versions of houses for both the Egyptians and the Vikings. but in the game, only one was always used. Initially, I planned to add a map editor to the game, and for that purpose I found this asset, which works with terrain in real time, and, most importantly, saves it, which will really speed up the creation of the editor. Plus, there's an additional asset that lets you share these maps in a Steam workshop. And you can try out the demo version by following the link in the description. So that's basically it. Those are all the main points. I'll be releasing a video about the second mobile game soon. There's been a big update there, which I'll talk about. That's all for now. See you soon.